Let's just keep our fingers crossed because these should be the highest resolution images. Well, actually, we don't just see a tail. In the latest images, we see of all the 7 jets coming from the surface of the central object.
December 3rd, 2025. We are bringing you a breaking update that has sent shockwaves through the scientific community. The interstellar visitor 3I Atlas, the mysterious object that traveled across light years of space to enter our solar system, has just revealed 2 extraordinary phenomena that challenge everything we thought we knew about comets. Dr. Avi Loeb, the renowned Harvard astrophysicist and head of the Galileo Project, has made not 1, but 2 mind-bending discoveries that could rewrite our understanding of what's really out there in the cosmos. This is not history. This is happening right now, and what we're about to reveal could change everything. Picture this: a 16.16-hour pulse. Rhythmic, precise, repeating like clockwork. Dr. Loeb calls it a heartbeat, and it's coming from 3I, a TLAS. Let that sink in for a moment. This interstellar object, traveling through the void of space for potentially millions of years, is pulsing with a regular pattern that resembles the beating of a heart. According to Dr. Loeb's analysis, published just days ago, this isn't coming from the nucleus of the comet. Less than 10% of the light originates from its solid core. Instead, this cosmic cadence is emanating from the coma, that glowing halo of gas and dust surrounding 3I, ATLAS. But here's where it gets fascinating. The jets surrounding this object are releasing material in perfectly timed intervals. Every 16.16 hours, the coma brightens and dims, like some form of intergalactic Morse code. Dr. Loeb states, the puffs are periodic, like the bloodstream of a heartbeat. If this were a natural comet, this phenomenon could arise from a sunward-facing ice pocket that melts each time it faces the sun during rotation. But there's a problem with that theory. If 3IATLAS is artificial, and yes, Dr. Loeb is keeping that door wide open, then the pulsing jet's position relative to the sun could be completely arbitrary. The heartbeat could be coming from something internal, something mechanical. Dr. Loeb proposes a stunning possibility. The pulses could be periodic thrusts for orbit corrections, or some other internal cycle within the spacecraft. Think about that. Orbit corrections. A spacecraft from another star system fine-tuning its trajectory as it passes through our solar system, using periodic thrusts to navigate with precision. This isn't science fiction anymore. This is data. This is observation. This is December 2025, and we are watching it unfold in real time. But wait, because Dr. Loeb wasn't done. Yesterday, December 2nd, he published another discovery that has deepened the mystery even further. 3I Atlas has an anti-tail, not a normal comet tail that streams away from the sun, but a teardrop-shaped extension pointing directly toward the sun. Let that sink in. Toward the sun. The opposite direction of what comets are supposed to do. Dr. Loeb's analysis reveals something extraordinary. This anti-tail could be composed of a swarm of unknown objects traveling alongside 3I Atlas. Here's how it works. 3I Atlas experiences a non-gravitational acceleration pushing it away from the sun. But if it's surrounded by objects that don't share that acceleration, those objects would appear closer to the sun relative to the comet. At 3I Atlas's current distance of 270 million kilometers from the sun, these objects would be displaced by about 54,000 kilometers, creating exactly the teardrop glow observed in November images. But here's the kicker. Even if this swarm had only a tiny fraction of 3I ATLAS's total mass, the surface area could be enormous. Dr. Loeb calculates that 1 trillion objects carrying just 0.001 of the comet's mass would have a total surface area 100 times larger than 3I Atlas itself. This swarm would reflect 99% of the sunlight in the glow around 3I Atlas, and that matches exactly what the Hubble Space Telescope observed on July 21st, 2025. Dr. Loeb asks the question that no one can yet answer. If the anti-tail is indeed associated with a swarm of non-evaporating objects around 3I Atlas, the interesting question is, what is the nature of these objects? Are they rocky fragments or something else? Something else. Those two words carry the weight of infinite possibilities. Let's connect the dots here. We have an interstellar object with a precise, repeating pulse. We have multiple jets that Dr. Loeb has speculated could function as advanced thrusters. We have a trajectory that seems almost deliberately aimed at Jupiter, which 3I Atlas will reach in March 2026. And now we have a swarm of unknown objects traveling with it. Dr. Loeb has previously theorized that this trajectory could be intentional, that 3I Atlas might be deploying probes to gather intelligence on Jupiter, the largest planet in our solar system. Could these swarm objects be those probes? Could the heartbeat pulse be the signature of a propulsion system making fine adjustments? Could we be witnessing not a comet, but an interstellar mission? NASA's official position remains unchanged. 3I Atlas is a comet from an unknown star system. But Dr. Loeb, one of the most credentialed astrophysicists in the world, continues to present evidence that demands we consider other possibilities. And here's what makes Dr. Loeb's approach so powerful. He's not claiming to have all the answers. He's asking the questions that need to be asked. He's analyzing the data without predetermined conclusions. He's doing what science is supposed to do, following the evidence wherever it leads, even if it makes us uncomfortable. A science teacher from Canada recently wrote to Dr. Loeb saying, "Your work has inspired me to teach my students that curiosity should not be restricted to topics that are already well-funded or socially comfortable. That's what's at stake here. Not just the nature of one mysterious object, but our willingness to question, to explore, to remain curious about the universe we inhabit." As of today, December 3rd, 2025, 3I Atlas is approximately 270 million kilometers from the sun and heading toward its closest approach to Earth on December 19th. It will pass within 170 million miles of our planet, close enough for continued observation, but posing absolutely no threat. Scientists worldwide are tracking every movement, analyzing every image, studying every pulse of light. The European Space Agency has already improved the comet's predicted location by a factor of 10 using data from their ExoMars mission. But the biggest observations are still ahead. As 3I Atlas continues its journey toward Jupiter over the coming months, every telescope on Earth and in space will be watching. The James Webb Space Telescope, the Hubble, ground-based observatories across the globe. Dr. Loeb has called for systematic studies of the well-calibrated photos taken over multiple days to determine if the pulsing jets are pointed toward the sun, a crucial test that could reveal whether this heartbeat is natural or technological. The data is coming in, the analysis is underway, and the world is watching. So here we are, December 3rd, 2025. Humanity is witnessing something unprecedented. An interstellar visitor with a heartbeat, a swarm of unknown objects, a trajectory that defies simple explanation. Whether 3I Atlas is a natural comet with extraordinary properties or something far more profound, one thing is certain. We are living through a moment that future generations will study in their history books. Dr. Avi Loeb ends his recent paper with a simple hope that the next generation of scientists will solve the mysteries his generation failed to understand. Maybe that moment is coming sooner than we think. Maybe the answers are already here, traveling through our solar system at 60,000 kilometers per hour, pulsing with a rhythm we're only beginning to comprehend. This is the story of 3I Atlas. This is December 2025, and this is just the beginning. Stay curious, stay vigilant, because the universe has a way of surprising us when we least expect it. This has been your breaking update on the interstellar visitor 3I Atlas, the heartbeat from another star, the swarm traveling through the void, the mystery that continues to deepen with every passing day. We'll keep watching the skies, and we'll keep you updated.